something that I'm trying to neglect. I'm going to be honest with you. I am trying my hardest. I'm trying my hardest not to talk about this woman because I'm not in the business of trying to expose people. I'm more or less, shout out to Prince Elian. I'm gonna read that super chat shortly. I'm in the business of talking about wherever it is it comes back down to the money. Right now, shout out to Sharik. I'm gonna read that super chat shortly. It's hard for me to ignore it when you're so blatantly and obviously taking yourself down a pathway to destruction. And I don't know who's in her circle. I don't know who's talking to her. I don't know who's having a conversation with her. But one thing that I've seen in my lifetime, and I have a really good friend, and his name is Kwame Kilpatrick, and I think that he's a great asset as far as providing me insight and information on what happens from a political perspective. But the one thing that I've learned from him, and that he continuously tells me, and he even talks about it, and I said, hey, Kwame, do you ever see me being a good politician? He said, yeah, but don't do it. And I said, why? He said, because you're much more impactful as a citizen that can then do things behind the scenes than you ever could as far as being a public figure on a political spectrum. He said the business world and the political world is different. And he said, you know, the things that she's doing, he was just honest. If you want to see the clips or the interviews, it's right there, or you can go to the Patreon and watch it right there. He said, man, he talked about the Dolton mayor, he talked about Chicago, he talked about New York, he talked about the migrant crisis. And look, I don't know why after she started becoming and getting more visibility on the internet in a negative way that she continued to go down the same path despite the fact that she got everybody paying attention to every single thing that she does. Every single thing that she does. I try my hardest not to even pay attention to some of the stuff because it just be like, dang, every day. But this is the latest of what they saying that she doing. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Tiff, baby girl.
But first, what some say is a sneaky move to keep a controversial township supervisor in power. In part 2 of our investigative series, the mayor of Dalton, who's also the Thornton Township supervisor.
Hold on, all black. Let me get distracted for a minute. You over there outside of Chicago? All right. Okay.
Cements her salary with a last-minute vote.
Our Dane Placco reveals just how she did it. Dane?
Anthony and Natalie, she makes a whopping $224,000 a year. Now Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard wants to cut the salary of her position by nearly $200,000.
Hold on. How much does she make? Let me rewind that a little bit.
Placco reveals just how she did it. Dane?
Anthony and Natalie, she makes a whopping $224,000 a year.
All right, let me look at this for a second. I just got to compare. Chicago mayor's salary. Chicago mayor, she makes $3,000 less than a Chicago mayor, but she's in a small township. Oh my God. Listen, she makes $224,000 a year. The mayor of New York makes $258,000 a year. The mayor of New York, the biggest revenue generating city inside of the United States of America. I'm just looking it up because I want to look at it for comparative reasons. The mayor of Los Angeles makes $248,000 a year. First of all, are we overpaying our politicians in a general sense? Just a question, not saying that we are. This chick make almost $250,000 a year.
Now Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard wants to cut the salary of her position by nearly $200,000. What a great move for taxpayers, right? Well, the pay cut only happens if someone else gets that job.
It's maybe the worst attempt to try to dissuade people from running that I've ever seen, and that's a long time.
Longtime municipal attorney Bert Odelson says he was stunned when he saw the latest move by controversial Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, who also doubles as the mayor of Dalton. 2 weeks ago, the township board passed an ordinance that allows Henyard to continue collecting.
Wait, Harpo, who is that woman? That is not Tiffany Henyard. No way. You're not going to sit here and finesse me. You're not going to finesse me. That is not her. Harpo, who that woman? With all them filters on? Nah, big dog. Harpo, who that woman? Are they just using like a cover photo or no? Because I'm just saying that Harpo, that's not that woman. I've been covering Tiffany Henyard and I've been paying attention long enough to know that ain't her. That ain't her, Harpo. I don't know who that is, but that ain't her. You're not gonna trick me and finesse me with a stock photo and tell me that that's her. Either that's a filter, artificial intelligence, or something else, but that is not her.
Her $224,000 a year salary. But if anyone other than Henyard gets the job, the ordinance resets that salary to $25,000.
Oh, no.
Odelson says that's blatantly unconstitutional because you can't set an elected official's salary based on who's holding the seat.
Oh, no. She just going to put herself right on the FBI watch list, huh? Who passes an ordinance? Okay, listen, look. That is some grimy. All right. Now I tried to give her a chance. I was genuinely trying to consider it. So the finesse is, and give me a second because I'm a C student. The finesse is the finesse is she gonna make her salary, her $224,000 salary, but if she loses, whoever replaces her can only make $25,000 a year. Man, what kind of hood logic is this? So if you beat her, so basically this is a ploy to try to get people to not run against her because the position is not going to pay you nothing if you beat her. So it helps to cement her position. Bro, if this ain't some corruption on mobster level, teamster level, back in John Gotti days level, this is some of the most corrupt stuff that I've ever seen in my life, bro. I ain't never seen nobody. What does she think? That wasn't nobody going to notice? What is wrong with this woman? Either women are so narcissistic, either they're walking narcissists parading themselves as black woman magic, or they just flat out dumb. Flat out dumb. What did they think, that the investigative journalist that's already on her ass every single day wasn't gonna notice that they tried to pass an ordinance that basically said, oh, well, if somebody beat me, then they're gonna be making $200,000 less than what I was making. Come on, man. What kind of junk is this, bro?
You put a salary to attach to the job, to the officer. So it is a blatant attempt to dissuade other people from running and to allow the
No, this is somebody gave the perfect analysis. Christopher Chapman says, oh, that's the old heads I win, tails you lose.
maintain the $250,000 or whatever it is, obnoxious salary.
I tell you what, if I ever go broke, if I lose all of my real estate and I lose my position at the place that I'm at and I'm no longer able to make any kind of money in media, I'm about to run for office. I'm going to move to Dalton or something and I'm going to run for. I could do a way better job. Whenever you start to go broke, just go ahead and get a politician's job because I can always get rich doing that the way they do it.
I didn't receive any information, actually, literally till I sat down for the meeting.
No, so you didn't know this was coming?
No.
Thornton Township trustee Chris Gonzalez says he didn't vote for the ordinance because he was handed the 7-page document at the start of a meeting and didn't even have a chance to read it. Gonzalez said
They went to LegalZoom.com and printed that up ASAP.
it's clear Henyard is trying to ward off an election challenge by cutting the salary of anyone who beats her by nearly 90%.
Discourage people from running is probably the first thing that comes to mind.
Jesus Christ.
A spokesperson for the township declined to comment about Henyard's salary ordinance, and Henyard has not responded to any of my direct emails. Tonight at 9, we'll have much more on this story and how it may not scare off a big political player who's considering a run against her.
You know what I think is going to happen, if you just want me to be honest, because you know me, I don't have no kind of filter. It's a black man that's on a trustees. Let me see if I can pull him up for y'all. It's a black man that's on like the board of trustees, Dalton trustees. And I think he positioning himself because now they're saying that he pays property taxes because they over $7 million and a deficit because of her spending. I think it's a black man that won her position. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't get it or that he's not qualified. I haven't done any research on him in particular. But I think it's this black guy that's actually positioning himself. He's one of the trustees of Dalton. Let me see if I can find him.
With the burden of high property taxes already weighing on the residents of Dalton, one would expect the mayor to strive to especially.
Who is that guy right there? Who is that? Whoever that guy is right there, I think he the one. Is it Andrew Holmes? Ali Al? Is that his name? I think he positioning himself. I think he doing a smart job too. Andrew. See, you know me. I'm gonna just get straight to it. I ain't about to be politically correct. Images, Andrew. No, that's not him. That's not him. What is this trustee's name? What is this trust? Because he at the forefront of all of it. He at the forefront of all of it. I think that he's actually probably the one that's probably putting himself in a position to replace her. You said that's Zaddy? Kanye West big brother? No. Yeah, I think he coming for her job. Let me see something. Thornton Township trustees. Let me see who this guy's name is. Trustees. Who are the Thornton Township trustees? Thornton Township trustees. Who is this guy's name? What is his name? Dalton trustees. I gotta find out who this guy's name is. Trustee, not Stanley Brown. Andrew Holmes. Jason House. That's his name. His name is Jason House. I gotta figure it out now. Give me a second. Give me a second. Now I gotta do some research because I'm curious as to what the hell is happening. Jason House, native of Dalton, Illinois, has spent well over half of his life residing in the village. Graduated from Roosevelt High School, attended Thornton High before his family moved to Glenwood. Always been home for Jason. Completing his college degree, University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana. Returned to Dalton in 2004, purchased his first home, actively engaged in the affairs of the community, professionally served as the bank president of U.S. Bank in Dalton for 12 years before accepting his position as chief finance officer for the Healthcare Consortium of Illinois. Human and social service provider, Dalton's largest and one of Dalton's largest employers. Civically serves as the board member treasurer for the Chicago Global Health Alliance. Served as a board member of the Dalton Chamber of Commerce, MentorLink Unlimited Scholarship Programs, president board of the board certified jurisdiction of Seton Academy. Married 5 years, lovely wife Rosemary. He definitely gonna win the position. Spiritual growth and development are vital in his life. Faithful member of Valley Kingdom International Ministries. Oh, he a minister too? Jason's hobbies, sports fanatic, baseball, bowling, basketball, passionate about economic growth of the community, overall wellness and prosperity of the citizens of Dalton. Yeah, he coming for that position. Yeah, he coming. Yeah. He ain't y'all baby daddy because he married. So stay out of his emails. Stay out of his DMs. Stay out of his DMs. What's his name again? Jason House. All right. Jason, I'm gonna get you on. I need to ask you some questions, Mr. House. Yeah, and I think that he honestly, listen, he seems as though he's the best qualified for the job if he was the person that decided that he wanted to run. He's based off of what his profile just said. He seems as though he's the best person qualified for the job, understands finances, member of the community, served as a trustee, married for 5 years, a homeowner in the city, not a city boy. All right, Jason, man, you're going to have a conversation very, very, very soon. I need to understand remember what I said. Remember what I said, all right?
And Dre, as the numbers coming across the border continue to increase, cities continue to struggle with what to do with these extra people. Dre Clark, live for us this morning. Dre, thank you.
Thank you for watching.
So, I just wanted to make sure that I brought y'all up to speed of what's happening so that you can't say that you didn't know. I don't want you to sit here and act like you're not aware of what's going on. I don't want you to sit here and act like you confused. I've been telling you and I've been warning you. And it's not just on the national level. What you vote for locally, as you guys have found out all throughout the pandemic and then after the pandemic, how you vote locally is just as impactful of what it is that you decide to do nationally. And so you have to get involved with the process and you have to start speaking up and you have to start participating. When you see people that say something in your family and they out of pocket because they still standing on code, hey, hell, you might need to say something and educate them and have that uncomfortable conversation before New Year's Eve. Real talk, because it's bad. It's bad. I'm concerned. I can move anywhere that I want to move. I can travel anywhere that I want to travel. I'm concerned about the very fabric of this country eroding to the point to where it's just almost unbearable and it just completely collapses based off of all of the different things that we continue to see happening in our society.